Question 2. How can a sadhaka or spiritual aspirant conceive and understand the role and scope of Maya or illusion in this mundane world? Answer. To conceive Maya, to understand it, and to explain its role is itself a Maya or illusion. The complexity exists in itself, because it is an illusion, it is Maya. The complexity is that Maya or illusion needs to be explained by Maya or illusion, only so it is very complex to express and difficult to grasp. The Maya is manifested Brahma, Brahma is Maya. Unmanifested Ishwara has created Maya as the manifested duality for his own play. Maya is the Leela or play of Ishwara, and it is a mutative identity. It is itself a separate awareness. This awareness creates all doubts, and Maya confuses snakes with rope and vice versa. Maya is a centerless center and it revolves around itself, which is again centerless center. It creates a dilemma of separateness. Maya is centerless center as visible, but it is not traceable. That is what the illusion or Maya is. Maya creates aham, I-ness. The feeling of otherness than the self is Maya. Maya is not the cause of creation. Maya is a separate identity as the effect of creation. Absolute is all alone. To break its monotony, Absolute, the unmanifested Brahma, has created Maya, the manifested identity, which has created manyness as the image of the unmanifested Absolute with its power of manifestation to create the cosmos with the living beings or jivas. The creation, sustenance, manifestation and dissolution are as per this Absolute's own desire to enjoy and play through the Maya or illusion, the manifested Brahma. Out of Absolute's own attributes, Maya has been created as duality, as the awareness of the Absolute. However, fundamental Absolute is beyond awareness. Otherness as the creation by Absolute is Maya, which is the cause of the birth of manyness as its manifestation and multiplying desires. In the time memorial it was Ishwara, the Absolute, and in its 1/4 reflected bindu or point by the first throbbing in the centerless center, the relative cosmos was created, that is the part of Absolute. The Brahma, the creator, being from the main source of the Absolute, it contains Shiva Shakti. The vibration or throbbing due to the unknown reasons in the cosmos divided Shiva and Shakti. Furthermore, the breath of Ishwara may create Absolute. The Absolute by his will create non-absolute, the Maya or manifested cosmos. Thus, in the manifested cosmos, the number of skies was created or appeared by the divine mystery, and in the 6th sky the birth of an atom took place that created the mysterious continuation of the world and living beings. By filtering through the space in time memory, the atomic control developed the communication through Shabd or Nada. Thus, the birth of Shabd formed bindu or point in the relative sky in the cosmos. By spanda and pratispanda of the bindus or points in the relative sky of the relative cosmos, the awareness appears. The awareness is the superpower and the part of absolute Brahma that transformed into Shakti or power, that is the Maya or manifested power of Brahma with the name and form. By its awareness it is simultaneously away from the awareness of Brahma. Since it is dualistic, it is being manifested as a part of Brahma. In Maya, as well, the creative omnipresent power of Brahma prevails. However, Para Shakti or power of the Absolute, forgetting its basic reality, takes care of the cosmos both in limited and unlimited ways, as and when it is required, even during the time of crisis in the hands of Maya. Maya is finite in the ocean of infinite, but it is very powerful in this manifested world. Maya is forgetful of Absolute. Under the influence of Maya, one considers himself egoistic with full power and does not care for God's grace. Only in Samadhi, awareness of the self is withdrawn and Maya gets fully merged into Brahma. Samadhi is always without awareness, and it is the Brahmi sthiti or state. In Samadhi, Maya withdraws in totality or gets fully merged with the unmanifested Brahma and becomes the part of Absolute. Jnana or knowledge is the greatest deception to the sadhaka. It can take the spiritual aspirant to the state of Kaivalya as if he is the only preceptor of the Absolute. Dhyana is the part of jnana with awareness, and it is in the purview of Maya until Laya or mergence, when the total withdrawal of consciousness is attained by itself. It is the state of Samadhi, the mergence, without awareness. No Maya or illusion exists in this state. It is the state of the original childlike innocence. In this state there is nothing to listen and nothing to worship. It is the state of total withdrawal, and in this state, Maya in the name of God is merged in Almighty without any awareness or consciousness. The Kriya, the action, the subtle conscious, the gross feeling, etc., everything related to Maya or illusion are merged in the Absolute in this state of Laya, the mergence. Maya is not the enemy of human beings and nor is it the best friend. Maya in relation to Brahma is real and one and the same, being the undivided. Brahma and Maya apparently look like two different identities. But both are the same, one being unmanifested Brahma and the other one being manifested, Maya. Memory, to call back, is the trick of Maya. It is just to hold back the sadhaka from spiritual progress. When he or Almighty recalls, no memory and nothing remain. It is void. It is the unmanifested state of the Absolute. Maya gives the way to reach the state of Parshunya, the Absolute. Without the grace of Maya, it is not feasible to take up a vertical path to the Absolute. We need to pray and regard the Maya. No mantra, yantra and tantra are helpful if Maya does not withdraw its subtle memories, vidya or knowledge, avidya or ignorance, action or reaction, work, etc. All these are part of Maya in absolute terms. Thinking is para Maya. Through Maya one can ascend and reach to the state of sthita prajna, which is avidya or ignorance. All varieties and kinds of things are basically a part of Maya, but Mouna or absolute silence is withdrawal from Maya. It is the greatest enlightenment. Awareness is lost in enlightenment. Cause and effect are made senseless, purposeless in the state of enlightenment. The mind is fully vacated in the state of enlightenment, it is then void all around. The state of void is the state of absolute silence without any awareness. In short, Maya or illusion plays a game of disruptions and uses the art of skillful disruption for a sadhaka when he prepares himself to go higher up in the path of spirituality to take up the vertical journey. Basically, Maya or illusion is the internal disruption of Ishwara as the resistance by the Ishwara for the mergence of the soul with the supernal. This disruption is to be controlled by and through Maya by the grace of Ishwara to follow the higher path of spirituality to be with the Ishwara or Absolute.